Hi guys, hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello,
Okay,
Friends.
Welcome to podcast 4.0 of the Tea Time with KHMemes series. Yay! So we're Kingdom Hearts memes. Yay! We're Kingdom Hearts memes, duh. Our Facebook page, we're dedicated to bringing Kingdom Hearts fans together, and we post stuff. Especially our specialty is memes and other funny stuff that we make. Yay! So we hold a lot of events apart from posting. So we have streams, we have competitions, we have giveaways, and we are having a Kingdom Key giveaway right now. So we should go check it out. I'm gonna put our Facebook link below, and we also have other social networks such as like Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. We have a Vine, okay? We have like everything, Twitch, and all the links are down below. So this is our fourth podcast from the Tea Time series. So we have like 2 podcasts about every week. We'll be talking about the game. We're gonna share theories. We're gonna play some really interesting games. The people who've been here before will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I was just waiting for your speech.
So that's us, the admins and our fans. So yeah, let's just begin, and we're gonna introduce ourselves. So the admins go first. How we're gonna introduce ourselves? Just tell your name or your admin name, your favorite Kingdom Hearts pairing, so you know who you ship, and what you're drinking or eating, because we're at a tea party, so we're supposed to be drinking or eating something. Yeah. So I'll start. I'm Admin Aqua. My favorite Kingdom Hearts pairing at the moment is Soriku, because that is totally canon, and I'm eating rice cakes. Yay! So, Ricky, wanna go next?
Hi, I'm Admin Riku. I'm currently drinking Fago Moon Mist. Yes, it's delicious. It's better than Mountain Dew. And I guess my favorite pairing would be Riku and Shion.
What? Okay.
I don't know.
That's a cool pairing.
I don't know.
That's cool.
That's cool. I like it.
Right. Hi, I'm Kyrie. And I'm drinking tea. You know, just
Yay,
being
'cause you're
British.
British,
Yeah. And my favourite pairing is Kyrie and Roxas.
What?
It's because it reminds me of me and my boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So cute. So kawaii.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, hi.
This is Vanitas and all his awesomeness. My favorite pairing is probably Vanitas and Kyrie because, yeah, screw everybody else. And I'm drinking vanilla Coke.
So, Andre?
Oh, hi. My name is. I like to call myself Andrew because my first name is in English, so I kind of like this one. Currently, I'm drinking a beer, and my favorite pairing, I can say it is Axel and damn it. Sorry. Axel and Naminé.
What?
Excellent nomination.
That's like my
Yeah, it's a little awkward pairing, but I kind of like it.
Lauren?
Oh, okay. Hi. My name is Lauren. As you just heard, I'm eating pizza and I'm not drinking anything. I don't have a drink. And my favorite ship is Roxas and Naminé because I just love them. They're so cute.
What? Oh.
Don't judge me. Stop judging me with your judging eyes.
Chef, don't
Judging ears.
Hi guys, I'm Mihari. I am the project manager and main admin for Disneyland of Departure.
Links below.
Oh yeah, link is below. Thanks for that, Aqua. Let's see, my favorite pairing is probably Roxas and Shion. And I currently have chocolate.
Yay.
And I'm very happy.
Chocolate?
Chocolate!
Chocolate! Okay, alright. So, the only one left is Riku Awesome. What's your name?
My name is Daniel. I ship Sora and Kyrie because they are just awesome.
Yeah, so our next segment is, our first segment really, is about Kingdom Hearts memes news. So we have new admins. We have Kyrie. Hi, Kyrie. Hi. And we have Vanitas. Hi, Vanitas.
Hello!
Yay!
Congrats,
And together, yeah, they really helped us reach like almost 12,000 likes on our page, and I'd like to especially thank them for it. We are, what's the count now? I think 11,900 something. So many things. Okay, 11,982 likes in like less than 24 hours. Wow. Like we went from 10k this morning to all that. So yay, thank you. And of course, thanks to our supportive fans who support us like all the time and support, yeah. So to celebrate the 10,000, reaching the 10,000k, not 10,000k, 10,000 fans, we are giving away a life-size Kingdom Key made by our admin Roxas. So if you want to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is like a certain post and share and like the page and all that Facebook stuff. And you can find the you can find the giveaway. Like I'm gonna link the giveaway to you in the description box. And yeah, so thanks everyone. Thanks to the new admins. About admins, if you want to be an admin on our page, we're always like on the lookout for admins who are regular, committed. They can make good stuff, like good content, like original memes, photo edits, fan arts, gifs, whatever. We're looking for people who are friendly and interactive. So yeah, if you think that you fit in, then just submit your memes, just talk to us, and we'll totally give you some consideration. So we upload all our podcasts on our YouTube channel, so you can find all the previous ones if you go there. We also have our previous streams. We have the Days movie, which by the way is the HD movie from the 1.5 collection, plus the DS scenes that weren't recorded for the HD collection, plus some major boss battles such as Roxas versus Shion. So if you want the complete movie of Days, there you have it. It's in our channel. Okay, and we're also gonna uploading a tutorial on how to make Kingdom Key, the one that Roxas is giving away. So yeah, just go check out our channel and subscribe. So we good? We're still here? Did I bore anyone to death? No.
We're still here.
No, we're still live.
Yep.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna go onto our next bit, which is the Did You Know Kingdom Hearts fact. So, Nidas, you wanna start?
Sure. Did you know that Marluxia was a girl originally, but they changed her gender because it was too sexist to have 2 female turncoats?
I didn't know about that one. But in that case, I still wonder why they kept the pink hair.
Marley, it's
Because of manly color.
Yeah, I love Marley. I love Marley to death. At the same time, like pink.
Well, basically what I said was that it's actually more sexist only having 1 female in a group of 12 other males than it is having 2 females in a group of maybe 11. I'm not very good with
And then we had Shion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't technically in the urban edition. But it's not even that.
Yeah,
It's about the villains.
you would think, though, that having fewer females would be more sexist than having 2. No.
I think that if
myself.
you put a female in a position of power and let them be like an evil villain, then that's even less sexist. You know what I mean?
Well, look at
Yeah, at least they're a powerful
She's-
woman.
I think it would be better. I think it would be better for that. It would give the game, how can I say, a little more enjoyment to the game. Female villain. You can have another perspective of the game.
Yeah, well,
That part.
because all you see is like male villains all around.
Well,
That's just getting a little more boring nowadays. Just male,
Yeah.
male, and more male villains.
Penis,
It
penis
takes all
everywhere.
the fun to the game.
Okay, so yeah, so that's one fact that almost everyone knows by now. The second one, I didn't know until I found it. Kyrie?
Okay, it's about the age of Xemnas. Basically, nobodies don't age. They exist as they were at
Whoa,
the time.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until like maybe this week.
Yeah.
Wait, they don't age?
Basically, they exist at the time of becoming a nobody. So Xemnas seems about 30 years old, so Roxas would technically be 14. But then you look at Lee and Isa, and they obviously turned into nobodies shortly after Birth by Sleep, but they're a lot older now than they were then.
So that means that they didn't turn into nobodies right after
Yeah,
Birth by Sleep ended. Like something happened in between.
yeah. So what happened
like,
in that time?
Is someone's trying to talk?
Couldn't have like when they become a nobody, they kind of like change their appearance a little bit. Maybe that's also part of the reason, but kind of going off what you're going on.
But wasn't Xemnas the fusion, the nobody Xemnas, wasn't it the fusion before with Terra and the Xehanort before?
Yeah, that Terranord.
The Terranort,
Yes.
and he didn't he become the apprentice, so can I say, of the Sid?
Not a
Sid.
Of
No,
Aaron.
no, it was-
sorry,
it was Ansem.
this, sorry.
Wait, what? I'm lost.
Of the real Ansem, okay, so
Yeah,
can
the
I
real
say?
answer. Yeah.
That
Diz.
turned this later, so
Yeah.
so to speak. But wasn't that Terranort what Xemnas turned into a nobody a little later on?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Like, what's your question here? I'm not quite understanding.
What I'm trying to get here is, you said that nobody's own age, yeah.
Yeah.
What I kind of know is, the Terranort is Xemnas nobody is the. Oh, sorry, my mind's a little
Yeah,
blank.
yeah.
I'm a
Terra's
little.
body. Terra's body. Yeah.
Terra's body became Terranort. Okay, that I can get. But
Yeah.
Xehanort, the real Terranort, did die, right?
I think what you're trying to say is that okay, so what happened is that Xehanort, the old one, he took over Terra's body,
Yeah.
Okay,
That
and his
part.
own body disappeared or something. And then he became what's his name? Ansem's apprentice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xehanort.
After. Yeah. And after that, I'm not sure exactly when he turned into a Heartless, but I guess he did further down the line, like maybe 9-10 years later. But I'm not sure.
That we
Okay.
cannot know. It didn't show on the games.
Well, actually, there are some little details that give you some clues. Like, for example, when they were doing the research on
Hello?
Heartless.
Yeah.
Hello, is that you, Mark?
No.
Oh,
Mark,
nice
say you.
job, you made it.
What's up? What's
You're
up?
Welcome.
Hello.
So can
Yo.
you just quickly introduce yourself? What your name, your favorite Kingdom Hearts ship, and what you're eating?
My favourite chaos ship? Oh god. I'm Mark. My favourite chaos ship. Oh, I don't know. Probably saw Kyrie.
Vanitas and Kyrie.
What?
He said hi.
Sorry, Vanitas, nobody is signing with you on the phone.
What am I eating? I've got some baby bells. That'll do. Ba baby bell.
I don't know what you're saying.
So what we're saying is that we don't know exactly when Terranor turned into Heartless, but there are some clues in the game. For example, Kyrie, she went to Destiny Islands when she was like 4 years old, right? So by then, Xehanort had already tossed her into the portal that took her there. So they were already like making Heartless and everything, right?
Yeah.
By then they had started their research. So was it shortly after Kyrie went to Destiny Islands or what? Also, Nomura said that Xemnas seems about 30 years old. Okay, but then that would have to at least like make Terra like 20 years old in Birth by Sleep.
Well,
So
That does kind of make sense.
I wouldn't put him too far from that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think he's any younger than 18. To be honest.
yeah,
Taro definitely.
Yeah.
it makes sense because if you think about it, the Mark of Master is kind of like the mark of being an adult for
Yeah.
P-Wade bearers, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
It's
it kind of
definitely
makes sense.
an age test.
So the thing is, nobody's Stone Age, and Nomura says that he seems about 30 years old. More like he asks. He's so big about his answers. Okay, so the next fact, Kyrie found this one, and I knew a bit of this, but I didn't know the second part. Okay, so in the original Japanese release, Axel's death shows his body bursting into flames and burning away. So kamikaze. His death was apparently too graphic for American audiences, which are treated to a flameless scene. So he just burst into sparkles.
The European audience.
So that's
as well.
one censorship in Kingdom Hearts 2. The other one was a scene involving Daisy spanking Donald, and it was also removed from the US release. As
What?
What?
Whoa, who's taking who now?
What? They think those ducks are getting kinky or something?
Oh my god.
Mark.
Oh god.
Kinky quack quack.
Okay, so
Sorry.
yeah,
my
Daisy
God.
spanking Donald too graphic, you know. I can actually imagine it being so graphic. Anyway, and another thing
I have
that
a comic
was
with that in it.
the manga is always almost
it's
always better
it's-
than the cutscenes.
The manga is epic.
I said
The manga
yeah.
is just the epitome of epicness. Okay, and something else that was censored was the green blood from the Hydra. Get up on the Hydra's back!
Oh god, that speech annoys me.
So annoying.
You know, it's
I
definitely.
don't,
They didn't censor
I don't
that.
like Phil. Sorry to.
Yeah, but why couldn't they censor Phil?
I know, right?
Seriously,
No,
might
they
as well
censored the
just
green
censor
blood.
Phil's annoying.
You know, when in doubt, jump on the Hydra's back.
Oh god. Why did
That's
they
the
have
answer
to put that
to-
on the game? Oh, please.
That's the answer to every single question. Get up on the Hydra's back. So the green blood from the Hydra
Why
was
did
censored.
someone leave me? The Hydra's back.
But it's not from just.
Just
time to
imagine,
time,
like-
it's just successive, like a machine gun. Oh my
Just
god.
imagine just imagine a mugger just coming up to you, like, jump on the Hydra's back. Why? It's like, why?
Because I said so, that's why.
Do it.
Kyrie, what was that?
Doctor, how do we save him? Get on the Hydra's back.
Oh, what?
So Kyrie, what was the last thing that was censored?
The what? Sorry.
The last thing that was censored.
It was the violence in Port Royal.
Violence.
It was toned down with guns. And
I mean, the guns, crossbows instead of guns.
Yeah.
And basically no blood and no sword. And I heard from Nominee that they also they actually increased the PG rating to because what's his name? Barbosa was drinking rum or something.
Yes.
Probably,
Yep.
yes.
It's the consumption of an alcoholic beverage. It does change the rating.
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah. So that's censorship, and I'm not too, bothered about it as long as the story is maintained. Although I'm kind of sad about the Axel kamikaze thing because that would have been
Why is the
so
rum
much.
gone?
Oh my god.
But I haven't played the game
That
for a
bit-
while. I I can't wait for 2.5. Do they actually say that line in the game?
No, I don't think so.
Which
That would
one?
have been awesome.
They should say that, but they don't.
Oh, well, that's like the best line from the entire movie series. So, apart from, along with Pirate's Life for Me, the song is just really awesome.
Oh.
So, but they have the track though, which is just the best.
I've just got a message from Admin Lee saying we've hit 12k.
Oh my goodness! Recorded.
Right.
It's over 12,000! I do that every time I get
Guys, you know what we need to do now that we're at 12k? We need to get on the Irish back.
Riku, where's your fairy costume?
Oh God, no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
They're not letting go of it, are they?
You
Come on.
promised.
Do it, you look fabulous.
Do it for
Maybe.
Pokemon.
Maybe. I know that's what's going to happen at that's what's going to happen at Disney's Halloween party. We're not going to cosplay. We're going to be in our fairy costumes.
Oh, okay.
I better be seeing pictures of this.
Next we'll have Vanitas. In whatever costume you wish. We're actually gonna have a vote, and then we're gonna have Vanitas in, I don't know, whatever you want. So
Wait, what?
I vote for stripper. Okay, so Riku, do you have the last fact?
In terms of facial features, Zigbar sports gold eyes, pointed elf-like ears, upturned eyebrows, and dark hair with several gray streaks tied into a long ponytail. The gray streaks, along with the length of his hair, may only be present due to him harboring a fragment of Master Xehanort's heart, infused into him due to his loyalty with Xemnas, which will slowly transform him into a Xehanort clone himself.
So in short, it's about his hair. A fact about his hair.
And if I could just add on to that, I made a meme about this a long time ago. For any of you who don't know, the voice of Zigbar is also the voice of Private from Penguins of Madagascar.
Yes, I know.
I didn't know
That's
that one.
amazing.
I didn't know that one.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that one.
I didn't know that either.
Surprise, really?
You didn't see anything, as it.
You didn't see anything.
Well, yeah, Zigbar,
Well, obviously, he only has
only got
one
one
eye.
eye.
Oh my god,
High five,
okay.
Lauren. High five.
Ship, I should
Um,
Vanitas to Lord.
Virtual.
Vanitas
What?
and
I'm
Laura.
gonna ship you up to China.
Scusi, what?
Wait, what? What?
What's happening?
What?
It's
What?
Vanitas, nobody understands.
What?
What?
Okay, alright, so that's the facts
shipping.
for today. Oh yeah, so yeah, the Zigbar one, basically, in short, what Riku was saying is that perhaps the gray streaks, the silvery streaks in his hair is actually due to Xehanort's heart being inside him.
Or maybe
What
he's
about
old.
China?
Or maybe he's just old.
Yeah, he's not really an old man.
Is him
He's
devolving.
Creepy, man.
Creepy old
Can't-
man.
I totally
Can't
get
wait.
that.
What was that JoJo comic?
Okay, so the next segment that we have in line for you is a discussion. Yay, you have to debate. It's not much of a
Yay,
debate.
we have to
More like,
interact with people.
yay, you have to talk to people.
Oh god.
There's
Oh
make
god, the
sense.
horror.
Especially awkward.
Okay, first discussion.
Oh!
This first
What?
question is racist. There's no mention of Vanitas in there at all.
Oh, add him in. I never even. Oh god. So the question is that you'll have to discuss for today is what will happen to Sora, Roxas, and Vanitas, okay, if Ven's and Roxas's hearts are released from Sora. So there's a big scope for discussion here. So I'm just gonna give you some more hint questions so that you know what you're gonna be talking about. So if Ven's and Roxas's hearts are released from Sora's, what will happen to them? Will Sora and Roxas still be able to wield the Keyblade? And if they can wield it, can they still dual wield it? And will Roxas still look like Ventus?
If Ventus is brought back from Sora, first of all, I am pretty sure that Vanitas is going to come back by extension as well, because even if Vanitas and Ventus are two separate beings, they still share, or Vanitas is still part of Ventus's heart, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in the park, yes.
Yeah, he's his dark side.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, like, regardless, I'm pretty sure that if Ventus comes back,
Ventus
Vanitas
and
is going to
Vanitas.
as well.
I think Venus and Vanitas will be struggling for control between each other. If they were released, I think it would be a fight for supremacy. I can.
Hyper
That's all.
supremacy.
Remember when Ventus and Vanitas like bonded together and they had a fight like inside each other for supremacy?
Inside
be
each
the
other,
same-
yes.
Yeah, it could be the same. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It could be the same sort of thing, but maybe for the opposite. Like who's gonna, like when they split, who's gonna, have the powers or whatever, something like that. It could be an opposite sort of thing.
Yeah, but Vanitas and Ventus have coexisted before.
Yes, they were
Yeah,
originally
both
the
of
same heart.
Both of them have the power, so
Yeah, but if you think about it, if they could coexist as a being of pure darkness and being of pure light before, then why can't they now when they get out of?
Whose
Well,
personality
they have to
show, though?
coexist because in their union, the X-Blade is forged, and isn't the X-Blade needed to actually open the door to Kingdom Hearts?
True. So
if Kingdom Hearts is ever going to be open, then X-Blade's going to need to be forged.
In that case, though, I think the question to think about is, will the Keyblade be forged because of another clashing between Ventus and Vanitas, or because of Xehanort's backup plan with Organization 13?
Yeah, I thought the whole idea was to get to the backup plan.
Which I don't understand. I mean, does that mean the 13 Darknesses and the 7 Lights would all fuse up together in one being?
Wink.
I think that. Wow, Benny.
What if the 13 Darkness and the 7 Light as a way to wake up then?
That's a pretty good blackjack hand.
Wait, what?
Wait, Marcus had a look sword moment.
20. That's almost a guaranteed victory.
Almost is very far when you're playing blackjack.
I just had a thought, though. If Xehanort wants to create a Keyblade using 13 pure darknesses and 7 pure lights, do you really think that he could pull it off? Because so far I'm thinking that there's one person in particular in Organization 13 that can mess everything up. You guys know what I mean?
Isa.
Isa. Yes, Isa can screw it all up. Absolutely.
No, I don't know. I feel like that should happen. Like, Xehanort's gonna be like, oh yeah, I planned all this from the very beginning, it's gonna work, and then at the last minute it gets screwed up. I actually really want that to happen.
Yeah, because I really like Isa quite a lot, actually.
You love Isa.
Well, you know I love Reno and Rude, and to me, Isa isn't quite like Rude, but he's kind of like Rude.
That's exactly what I was referencing. So basically, Axel and Lee are like the moon and the sun, like Rude and Reno. So I remember that meme.
Did you say Axel and Lee? Or...
Lee and Isa and Lee.
I was going to say, well, they're the same person, just without a heart.
Well, Axel, no, Axel does have a heart. They all have hearts.
Well, they don't. It's more like they can all grow hearts, but whether they actually had one, it's up to your interpretation.
Well, what I got from it was that they really were just trying to they were trying to get people to reject their sense of self. That's what caught me. They were rejecting the idea of them actually existing, and therefore were open to being something else that they're not, because they have no sense of self anymore.
But they were so emotional, as in they displayed like an array of emotions. Like, when like Xena was dying, she was like, no, I don't want to die, and I don't know if she grew a heart right at that point, but she looked so mean to me, and it looked too real to be fake. So like it's little things like that really, like before Dream Drop Distance came out, I just knew that they had a heart. But especially in Kingdom Hearts 2 FM, there's I think there's a scene right after the battle with Roxas or someone, when Roxas and Axel are on the clock tower, and Roxas is like, "What is a heart? Maybe it's not something that you can feel?" He was basically questioning the identity of the heart, and it just made me think that maybe we don't know enough about the heart.
Well, to me,
say that nobody don't
what
have
really
hearts.
made me think that they had hearts was the fact that Axel sacrificed himself in Kingdom Hearts 2. Flat out, you do not sacrifice yourself if you don't have a heart.
Well, maybe they do have hearts, they're just not whole.
Sword has a heart.
Budding hearts, not complete yet, but there's still evidence that there could be traces of them.
Yeah, that's like part of their heart is still left
like
inside.
fragments of the heart.
Yeah, fragments of the heart. Is still
Daniel says that in 358 Days Over 2, I don't know when exactly, but Roxas even cried. You need a heart to cry, and yeah, obviously, I think that's
It's truly cried.
I think
obviously
like
Roxas had a heart. We have actually had someone tell me that he didn't, and I'm just like,
Roxas did cry in Days, but wasn't it when Xeon disappeared or something? I think it was then. He felt so much, how can I say, sadness
to
for
be
her disappearance.
honest, I think he grew a heart before then, because he displayed emotions before then as well. Like when Xion disappeared, he was just like, what? When Axel went to Castle Oblivion, I think he was in the process of growing a heart, and he could feel something tugging at his chest, and the poor thing, he didn't know what it was.
But didn't they say that the reason that Roxas looked like Ventus is because Ventus, when Sora released Kyrie's heart, he also released Ven's heart, and that went into Roxas?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. When Sora became a Heartless and his heart was released, his heart, it wasn't moved by darkness, and he became a Heartless. And Ventus's heart went inside Roxas's, but it was still dormant. Because, if it needed Sora's heart to support itself, right? So how can it work on its own? You know what I mean?
You know what's one thing I always found really interesting, just talking about what she just said? You know how Roxas was called into being when Sora became the Heartless in Radiant Garden. But if you, in 2 of the movies, they make it seem as if Roxas was born when Sora went to sleep, which is not the case.
What? Where?
In Dream Drop Distance,
Yeah.
remember Sora was falling in the opening movie? And I just thought it was kind of interesting. It's twice now. You see Roxas forming while Sora's asleep, and it's not really the case. It's not when Roxas was called into being.
Wasn't that just cinematics?
Yeah, I know. I just thought it was kind of interesting. It could misrepresent something. That's all I'm bringing up.
Actually, Riku, can I add on to what you're saying? Because something that you said made me remember something that I saw.
What's that?
There are a lot of fans telling me that, well, first of all, 358 Days Over 2 is supposed to take place for almost a full year, right?
Yes.
And Roxas is supposed to have been born when Sora stabbed himself in Hollow Bastion.
Yes.
In that case, why do fans keep saying that the entire year that Roxas was alive was supposed to be like a year that Sora was asleep? Sora wasn't asleep for a year, right?
No.
No.
But,
Sora
yeah.
was asleep for longer, wasn't he?
How much time was he?
I think it was
No,
actually
wait.
no, wasn't more than that?
Sora fell asleep after Roxas was born. Roxas was born, and then Sora had to go and fight Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and then he had to go to Castle Oblivion and fight a whole bunch of Mafia 13 over there, and then he fell asleep.
At that time, Roxas was already awakened, so to speak.
Yeah, but when Sora fell asleep, I think Roxas also fell asleep, when he fell into a coma.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, I don't know exactly what day, if Lee was here, he would have told me like exactly what day, exactly what moment, but I think, the day when he was out with Zigbar, and Zigbar was like, why are you in a hurry, did you leave the toaster on or something?
Oh my god, I wanted to slap Zigbar for that one. Yeah, I remember.
I think he fainted then, and I think that's because of the reaction that, Sora went to sleep, and then he woke up, but,
Also have to remember, too, that, Roxas met, Xemnas on the beach while he was in hooded robes when Xemnas called him Sora. You don't know how long Roxas maybe existed before actually meeting Xemnas on the beach.
I am so confused about that scene. When does that scene take place? Because
that takes place before he joins the organization. That's how he finds Xemnas.
Wait, how?
I have a question. About Ventus this time. Aqua left him in the Castle of Oblivion in that sleeping chamber.
Yeah,
I wanna know a thing. He hasn't been found yet, right? The organization couldn't find him. They were looking for him everywhere because of the nobody of Xehanort, Terranort, so to speak. They were still trying to find him because he was Terra's friend. But one thing I have in mind is Terra still got control of his body because first they were looking after Ventus, which means something. Terra was still in a little control, even though Xehanort was in controlling the body and the mind. Terra was still a little there. What I don't want to know is Ventus has been found yet? No.
No one can find him except Aqua.
Yeah,
because she's the one that put him there.
It's been explicitly written in Ultimania that they can't find Ventus without Aqua's help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why
That's why Erica.
And Aqua saved Terra at that time, so she's lost.
Yeah, that's why Erica's gave those instructions to Aqua, because she locked up Land of Departure, and that was the trick, that nobody could find them except for Aqua.
Yeah.
And that's how it became Castle Oblivion.
First, she had the Mark of Mastery, then she was the only one that could open the lock to find Ventus. And she lost the Realm of Darkness, so nobody can find him unless she comes back.
Actually, the
also
thing is...
Question. I also have a question. In Birth by Sleep, when she, Aqua is in the Realm of Darkness and she's on that beach, in Kingdom Hearts 2, Roxas and Riku end up there at the end. Where's Aqua? Where is she?
I have two theories. One is that she just didn't make it in time to meet them, and the other theory is that maybe she's locked away in a different area of the realm that you can't access without perhaps crossing the door to Kingdom Hearts or something like that. Because people have gone there so many times, but they haven't found Aqua. Only one person has found her so far. And that's Diz after he died.
Riku is saying that she was asleep.
What? When?
I don't know myself. I don't know. One theory that I have is after she defeated the monster with the red eyes. I don't know his name right now, but after she defeated him, she continued wandering the darkness without destiny to take. And I think she couldn't find that beach again because she was lost. That's what I think in my opinion.
Yeah, but after Ansem, the real Ansem died, she was wide awake. Wide awake. So anyway, back to all this this craziness was so yeah, that's Ventus and Vanitas. What about Roxas and Sora? What will happen to them? Can Roxas exist with Sora, and will they still be able to wield the Keyblade? Because basically Sora has the power to wield the Keyblade through Ventus, but I guess Roxas has the power to wield it because of Sora. So if Ventus's heart is released, can they still wield the Keyblade, Sora and Roxas?
You don't think Sora's gained the ability yet?
I think she can't. I think he can't because Ventus gave Sora the power to wield the Keyblade.
Remember what it was said like earlier? The Keyblade chooses the master.
Yeah,
so surely Sora.
The Keyblade, the first Keyblade that Sora has, if I'm right, was originally Riku's. Riku gave in to darkness.
Riku was supposed to be the master.
Yes, and that Keyblade chose Sora. And it chose Sora not because he's strong, as Zigbar said. It chose him because of all of his connections to other people. So no matter what he does with Ven or anybody, as long as he still has all those connections, which he always will, he will always have the Keyblade.
As you once said, my friends are my power.
Yeah, it's just so beautiful. I want to cry.
That's right.
Cry. Tears of happiness.
It's sentimental. It hit me in the heart.
But
yeah.
still,
Okay.
But that's still
blew me away with that answer.
The Keyblade does choose the master, and it doesn't choose it just based on strength. So I think as long as Sora, as said, has all those friends, has all those connections, he will never lose the Keyblade, no matter what happens to him.
It's not just connections, it's just Sora is special because he can make those connections. I think that the connections that he makes are stronger than the usual connections, you know.
He's a really likable guy.
One thing I have, one question I have in my mind is, Aqua was chosen by the Mark of Mastery, right? But that was the choice of the Keyblade or the choice of one of the masters. That I didn't understand a little. Because I think, yeah, the Keyblade chose this master, not just for power, but
wait, you're confusing two things, I think. You're confusing Mark of Mastery with the term master that they're using in Kingdom Hearts, the first one.
The
Keyblade wielder is... Yes. There's the Keyblade wielder, then you have the Keyblade master.
Yeah, she turned into the Keyblade master. That I didn't understand why.
It's an exam it's like getting a degree.
Yeah, that I know, but... Was it the Keyblade that chose Aqua as the master, or was the previous master that chose?
No, it was Ericus.
Ericus.
Only a master can grant upon you the title of master.
That I can see, and I think it was a little unfair because Ericus was only on the side of the light. He didn't want to see the darkness, so it was a little unfair for Terra because of the power of darkness he had in him.
Yes, it was because Ericus bathed himself in too much light, and he said it himself that too much light. He was blinded by light. So
Terra tried to stop him, but to do that, he killed him. But I think killing him was an accident. That's when Terra's heart became a little more threatened.
He didn't kill him. Master Xehanort delivered the final blow.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, he did.
But one thing that bothered me is, I think in that time, when he saw that, I think his heart was a little more fragile, so that Xehanort took over that chance and took over his body.
Just jealous of my super potato swagger.
Who's talking about potatoes?
What?
Did you just jealous of my super potato swagger?
Whoa, that potato swag is awesome, man.
Anyway, yes.
Alright, so can I bring up just one little discussion point? Because I really wondered this and I want to take the opportunity to see what you guys think. Do you think Riku will, I guess, find the light that he is looking for, or will he continue walking this kind of path of utilizing both light and darkness?
I think he's already found redemption, especially in Dream Reductions. Like, you know, he keeps... before he just kept questioning himself, like, am I doing this right or whatever, and then finally when he meets Diz, you know that final scene in DDD when he meets Diz, Diz tells him something to reassure him that he's okay. I'm not quite, I don't quite remember what, because I watched that scene only once, but I remember that before he just kept asking himself, he was always like, not afraid but wary of the dark, and then finally he realized that what he's doing for his friends, and as long as he's doing it for his friends, it's gonna be alright.
I think Riku is more like of a character that walks in limbo, of darkness, of light, like a Twilight character. He walks a little in limbo. He chose redemption, as you could see, and walks a path of light and a path of darkness. He still, that's my opinion. I don't know you guys, but
honestly, I think that his struggle has ended with Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, I agree.
He became a master, didn't he? I don't know. Yeah, he became a master. Sorry guys, I didn't play DDD because I don't have a 3DS. Sorry. But he became a master, but Sora awakened and became he was going to drain, I think. What I don't know is, will in Kingdom Hearts 3, will he become a Keyblade master or something? That's what I want to know.
I don't
You're
think
not like spoiled DDD. I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Then we're just gonna stop here. But yeah, I honestly think that his struggle between light and dark is over, and that he's accepted.
He will always be more in tune with the darkness, but that's not to say he can't find light. That's what I say.
Well, I think he has a balance.
He walks
I
between
think
the
he already.
He has a balance, but he's more adept with the darkness than he is with the
What
light.
about Sora? Sora.
After all, he started with darkness.
Okay. So, then there's just one last question connected to Sora, Roxas, Vanitas, and Van. Alright. If Van leaves Sora, thus he will also leave Roxas. It'll cut their connection. So will Roxas still... Oh wait, no. Yeah. Will Roxas still look like Ventus? And will Sora and Roxas still be able to dual wield? Because one of their Keyblades, as we may know, as you all may know, is actually Ventus's. That's why they can dual wield. So, Ventus goes away. Will they still be able to dual wield? What do you think?
I don't think Roxas will be able to dual wield. I think it was Roxas's that one Keyblade is Sora's, the other one is Ventus's, right?
Yeah.
So I think if and when Ventus can be separated from Sora, become his own person again, Roxas will no longer be able to dual wield, unless the second Keyblade of Roxas's will be Shion's.
Shion's Keyblade is a fake.
Yeah, she owns Keyblade.
In the beginning it was, but later on, didn't she grow her own heart? So for all we know,
That doesn't mean she grew her own Keyblade.
A puppet with no heart.
No heart.
Growing heart is not growing Keyblade. So what were you saying, sorry?
I said I do think
About the dual wielding?
Oh.
No,
What,
nothing?
me?
Now, yeah, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just making a joke. All I said is I think Xion will jump on the Hydra's back.
Damn, Hydra's back.
But I don't think that just because she grew a heart, she can grow a Keyblade.
It's not a
If
potato.
the Keyblade chooses her, then maybe she can. If not, then...
If Sora and Ventus separated, I think, how can I say, Roxas wouldn't have dual wield, but I think Sora could still... I think Sora could do the dual wield.
Why
but,
Sora and why not Roxas?
That's the question. How can I say? Ventus has given the gift. Sora can do the dual wield, but Roxas is a part of Sora, so I think if Roxas separated a little from Sora would be a little like cutting off the ties, so he would not be able to dual wield.
I swear, didn't Sora gain his dual wield ability from Master Yen Sid though?
Like when he got his forms from the Three Good Fairies?
Valor form, yeah. I swear that's how he got his dual wield. So I think Roxas, I'm not so sure about that.
Listen, the Keyblade is a mysterious weapon, and you can actually use the same Keyblade at two places at once. That's what happened during Days, the first few days and Days. Roxas was using the Keyblade, and so was Sora in Castle Oblivion, and they were using the same exact one, but at the same time, in two different places. So if that's true for their Keyblade, for Sora's Keyblade, which is also Roxas's Keyblade, wouldn't that be also true for Ventus's one? And they could still be able to dual wield it.
I personally believe
in that part, you're right, I believe it. Roxas could still do dual wield even if he was separated from Sora. One thing I'm not certain... Yes, tell them.
If he dual wields, and Sora dual wields, and Ventus single wields, then they'll be using the same Keyblade at three places at once. They could.
I'm not so sure about that. That would be a good sight to see, I have to admit it. That would be a good scene to see, but what I think is... In my opinion, Roxas would not be able to do the dual wield, in my opinion.
You just explain to me why. Why you think that? Is it because Roxas doesn't have the power of connection like Sora does to Ventus?
In that part, you are right. Sora, as you can see, Sora has the power of his friends and all that he has made during his journeys. But but Roxas doesn't have it. He only.
How do you know that? He is nobody.
There you make a point there. He's nobody after all. But what I don't know is, if he's nobody, I think he loses all that his previous master had. His master turns into a Heartless, then creates his nobody. But what I think is, when Roxas came to being, I think he loses all the character. How can I say?
Because he didn't have Sora's memories.
He didn't have Sora's memories. He didn't belong to Sora after all. That time he's separated from him.
Yeah, but after Xion died, Xion's memories sort of flowed into... Some of Sora's memories were still in Roxas, and after Xion died, I think some of them were trying to flow into Roxas, because he was like, look, which one of us is winning?
One thing that bothers me
Something that Sora would say.
One thing that bothers me is, Xion died, and after that, he looks like Roxas gave a burst of rage or something.
I would be enraged too if my best friend died in my arms.
Yeah, I know, but he blamed the organization for all that. He had attack of rage, so he wanna left the organization. He wanna go to other places and something. And at that time, he got the dual wield. That part, I'm not. I don't know
left the organization before Xion's death. He left the organization before Shion's death.
Oh, right. But Shion's died. After all, he started to lose memories about Shion. Started to lose them. But what I don't know is I think he had a burst of rage. I don't know if that rage caused him to do the dual wield or if it was something that came naturally. That part I'm still questioning myself. I don't know the answer.
Do you want to know my theory about that?
Oh, please tell me.
Okay, so he dual wielded only after Shion's death, right?
Yeah.
He was using Ventus's Keyblade only after Shion's death, right?
Yes.
What if Shion's death awakened something in Ventus's heart inside Roxas, and that's why he could finally
triggered his powers. So
Aqua, can I piggyback off that? And
yes,
not only that, but I think there's a definite connection because do you remember in Days when Zigbar looked at Shion, he saw Ventus, and he was like, "Why is it that every time I look at you, I see him?"
Oh yeah, he's getting it like he was having a flashback. His memories were getting back to him or something.
He never lost his memories.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise when he looked at Shion and saw Ven of all people.
That I don't know why, but maybe he still had some of his memories. I don't know. He was Zigbar's nobody after all, but I think it still, as a nobody, could still kept some memories of the true master.
I have one more thing, and then we're gonna conclude this to support my theory that I just told. Who are you again?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Andrew,
yeah. Just one more thing to support my theory. So basically, what I'm saying is that Ventus's heart kind of being triggered is what made Roxas be able to wield his Keyblade, right?
Yeah.
So something to do with Ventus's heart being awakened or triggered. Now, if you remember well, in who hasn't played Dream Drop Distance yet?
I have not played it, but I watched the scenes on YouTube.
Did you
I'm
watch
still
all
watching the walkthrough.
Yeah, I watched all the
from
scenes.
the beginning.
Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil anything for you.
Oh, I don't mind really. If you can say I don't mind. If the other person's mind, please not say it. But I don't mind really.
Yeah, I don't mind either.
Okay, all right. So to support my theory that the heart had to be triggered, Ventus's heart had to be triggered for Roxas to be able to use his Keyblade. In Dream Drop Distance, Lee is not able to wield the Keyblade until after, like, in the end, right? Now, there are some speculations to what finally made him wield the Keyblade, because he already had the wielding power, because he was training under Master Yansid, so I'm guessing that Master Yansid gave him the power to wield it, but he couldn't summon it yet. He could summon it only after, like, in the end. So what triggered him to finally be able to summon it? And I think it was his confrontation with Isa. I think something was triggered in his heart when he saw Isa, and like Roxas, when he got a fit of rage, like when Roxas got that fit of rage, after that he could dual wield. When Lee met Isa, did you notice the change in his eyes? And he just looked very different. Did you notice that? He just went really serious all of a sudden.
Yup.
So I think that it was his confrontation with Isa that triggered something in his heart, and it made him finally be able to summon the Keyblade, kind of like what happened with Roxas and Shion. It's not too similar, but yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I see the picture. Well, it's a good theory, but what I think is I would have to see the whole story of the Dream Drop Distance to know the rest. You know, I'm still on the beginnings of the story. I just watched it recently because I was playing KH2 Final Mix. I recently almost finished. I still have some bosses to finish, but I started to see DDD, so I think for the beginning I like the story. I will see the rest, and then, well, maybe we can talk about it better.
Yeah, so basically everyone just wait for 2.5, because replaying the games will totally buzz your memory scan. I
don't remember some things. I'm eagerly waiting for 2.5.
Just play and replay, because you can never learn enough. Okay, I learn a new thing every time I replay. Isn't it like with you guys as well?
We always get some new memories.
I feel like I learned stuff from you guys, you know? Like, stuff. I feel like I pay a lot just doing this. I still feel like I'm learning stuff.
Yeah, same for me. Like what you said about Sora's heart always having those connections and him still being able to wield the Keyblade. I never even thought of that. I thought that was beautiful. So, I think we're done for now. Except, you guys keep avoiding this question. Will Roxas' appearance change?
I think so.
I think not.
Oh, I think so.
For the sake of fan service, it's probably not going to change.
But maybe
he'll get black hair.
Just maybe with a little chance, or as Vanita said, with black hair, or getting Sora's appearance. I don't know. I think he would be a split version of Sora, but that's just my mind circulating. I think he would have black hair. I would like to see.
There's only one of me. No, I love Sora. I don't want anyone else to look like him except Dark Vanitas.
When I saw Dark Vanita's face, I was like, what the hell are you
You turned
doing?
gay.
I got so
I
confused.
turned off my PSP that instant and no, screw it, go away from my mind.
I just pointed at the screen.
And when I freaked out. When he took the helmet, I completely freaked out. I was like, whoa.
You know what you guys should do? You guys should just record, like, send us a video or a picture of your reaction. That will post it. I'll post the funniest one. Okay, so you don't think...
When Shion had Sora's face, like, that just kind of weirded me out, made me a little uncomfortable.
It
Same
was
here.
so
When I saw the
uncomfortable.
358, I was like, what is going on?
Because what it looked like to me is like Shion had Kyrie's face a little, resembled the little Kyrie. What I can see.
No, at the very end of 358 in 2 days, when Shion had developed to the point where she had Sora's face, that
It was
just made...
just really uncomfortable.
Yeah, when she saw the forms, they had
didn't know how I felt about that.
almost Sora's face, and that just a little freaked me out.
Talking about Shion, her face changes according to who is looking at her and how they're connected to Sora. So why won't Roxas's one change?
What? Can you repeat the question, please?
If Shion's face changes according to who is looking at her and their connection to Sora, then why won't Roxas's one change?
I think
Once
that
she
was
loses the connection with Ventus.
But isn't Xion based off of memories? So she would be the memory of the person connected to Sora that the person knew?
Yeah. Go on.
Sorry. Then I think in days Sora didn't have met Roxas by that time, right? So in days Sora was still sleeping.
Yes. No, I mean in the latter part of it, yes.
Sora was still sleeping. So what I think is Shion couldn't interpret the face because I think Sora hadn't had a solid connection with Roxas yet, or Ventus even. That's why I think she couldn't resemble Roxas.
She couldn't resemble Roxas or anyone at first because she didn't have their memories in yet. After Sora fell asleep, she started to slowly suck his memories off of him, and that's how
she started to get those blackout memories. Starting to get those memories.
And that's how her face-changing thing started her disease of.
Yeah, you can say that. But what I'm questioning is.
Anyway, hello.
Oh yeah. What I can say is, Shion. I think Shion had a little, what I can say, a too much close relationship with Roxas. She was being too friendly with him. After all, Roxas was her first friend, as we can say. But I think when Shion started to get sucking Sora's memories, she became a little unstable. That's my point. She started to become unstable, even near Roxas or near anyone on the organization. She started to get a little unstable until the point she took Sora's face.
Well, she was unstable from the beginning.
They wanted her power. I think they wanted her power to open Kingdom Hearts. Am I right?
They wanted her to become the next Sora, but and she knew that.
They couldn't get the hands on the original one, so they made a copy, as we can say.
Yeah, and she was actually stronger than Roxas according to the reports, but she foiled their plans by fighting with Roxas and Roxas won. I'm not sure if she really let him win, but she did tell him to what was the line? Try his best? No, give his best.
Give your best and do not quit. Do not quit. I think. It was phrased differently. I think. Is that all you got, or give me all you got, or something like that? I feel so ashamed for not even knowing that. But what I think is, Shion was in the fight against Roxas. She was not giving her best. I think she wasn't at full power. What I can say.
And I still couldn't beat her.
You did.
And I still couldn't beat her. No.
Don't hold back.
For me. I tried. What I can say, I tried a little to beat her. It was tough. I had to restart 25 times. Maybe I was in the third form. I had to try again, all over again, and sometimes I wanted to try all over again.
I did every mission in days, so I never had that problem.
When I finally beat her, oh my god, I was jumping in joy.
You know, in the end, jumping in joy for killing her. Shame on you. Shame on you.
No.
Me on the other hand,
I just only for defeating. I don't like devs. Devs creep me out a whole lot. But when I beat her,
we got your point.
Can nobody truly die?
Are we really gonna talk about such deep things? Because
I think maybe we should save that for the next podcast.
We should totally do that. We should totally just finish this discussion session. It's ended. It's gone, and now it's time for the best part of the podcast, which is Kyrie.
Okay. Basically, what we'll be doing is
Kingdom Hearts Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Yes. So what's a Mad Lib?
Okay. Basically, what it is that I'm going to go through the admemes and the fans and ask for a noun, an adjective, character name, verb. Say shush. Shush. Object, things like that. And you've got to basically tell me which one you want, and then Aqua writes them down, and then in the end we make a story out of it.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna start the story now. Okay, everyone ready?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, perfect. Alright. I've been having these weird robots lately. Like, is any of this greasy or not? This is the story of Ventus, a lousy boy who braved the glass and followed the path of Hydra's back.
I already love it.
His journey began in Port Royal, where he lived with his two friends, Roxas and Aqua. Aqua was his best friend, and Roxas was his secret crush.
Oh. What? What have I done?
Yeah, what? Ventus loved the way Roxas would run his plans, and wished they could share a book together so that their rulers would be intertwined together. Unfortunately, Aqua was a huge cockblock. Together, Ventus and Roxas and Aqua were building a table to get out of the crazy beaches of Port Royal. But the night before their departure, a huge card storm blew over their home. Slug sword, everyone. Ventus hurried to salvage the table. On his way there, he was attacked by evil potatoes.
Oh my god, potatoes.
He tried to hit them with his toy helmet. But it wasn't working. Ventus ran away and met Roxas not too far ahead. Roxas told him that he was not afraid of the glass, and he held out his big toe to Ventus. Ventus tried to reach the big toe, but Roxas was engulfed by the glass before Ventus could save him. Roxas disappeared, but in his place, Ventus's hand was clutching a mysterious blade in the shape of a watch. Ventus used his watch blade to beat the potatoes. Okay.
Oh god.
Beat him with a watch, okay. Ventus found...
Leaping through time.
See how it like looked.
Doctor Who. Ventus found Aqua in the secret accessory shop where they used to eat together when they were little. Okay. He called out to her, but a strong kitty cat blew them out.
Oh my god.
I hate it when that happens.
And Aqua disappeared. Before Ventus could pull himself together, he was fighting a giant potato the size of an elephant.
That's crazy.
That's
Okay.
better.
Yeah.
That's
At first, Ventus was flustered with fear, but then he remembered the wise words of his favorite struggle fighter, Kyrie. I am a soldier now, not an armchair. Or aren't you glad I didn't say banana? With one hit, aren't you glad I didn't say banana? With one hit of the watch blade to the next, Ventus killed the potato, but after their battle, he was swept into a giant vortex of tissues and ended up in another world. Vortex of tissues. Now that sounds familiar. Something that I see almost every day.
That must be comfortable.
Oh my god, when this goes online, I'm just gonna share this to everybody.
Someone has to be funner than this. Okay. So they're in the new world. Okay. There, Ventus met Zigbar and Isa, who were in search of their queen Nami. He decided to travel with them in their space vehicle made of little pieces of lamb. Okay. Together, they ventured into many worlds and made many friends. They fell with cards in Wonderland, threw bottles against Hercules, saved Pinocchio.
Bottles at Hercules, how did that work out?
Barrels, bottles. Saved Pinocchio from being swallowed by a big tree, and learned how to speak with Peter Pan. Right, last time Peter Pan was teaching them how to molest treasure chests, so I'm not. This is better. At last, Ventus found Roxas, but he was too absorbed in glass. Ventus tried to confess his love, but before he could do that, Roxas took his watch blade as well as Zigbar and Isa with him. Ventus was left alone with his only other weapon, toy helmet. Ventus braved this last world on his own until he met Roxas again. He told him that he didn't need a keyblade. My air conditioner is my power.
The perfect
Power bear!
Oh god, no.
And he magically got his watch blade back because his spleen was stronger than Roxas's. Zigbar and Isa also came back on his side, and together they tripped Roxas until he had no more HP left.
Wow.
Roxas ran away, but when they found him again, he wasn't Roxas anymore. The evil mastermind Squall, the seeker of glass, had possessed him and held Aqua captive. Squall told Ventus,
Make a comic of this. Seriously.
I know, right? Squall told Ventus that Aqua was asleep and the only way to wake him up was to free her spleen, which was inside Ventus's spleen. Ventus got extremely angry at Aqua for cock-blocking everything, so he laughed at Squall until he was too beaten up to even faint. Okay, he laughed
Too beaten up to faint.
Just
He
right.
laughed at Squall until he was too beaten up to even faint. Wow.
That's pretty beaten up.
That must be a lot of kicking ass.
Ventus then took his watch blade of heart and stabbed himself with it to free Aqua's repulsive spleen out of him. So basically, Ventus stabbed himself with a watch. This turned Ventus into a potato. I can just imagine a little teeny, tiny, cute little potato with Ventus's hair. Oh.
Like spiky hair, go with the style of the potato.
I'm gonna style my hair like that potato.
It's hilarious.
Ventus fell into the glass and started to slowly forget everything. His friends, his family, the name of his pet Thunder, and his favorite wooden stick.
Poor little guy.
But in the dark, this is good. But in the darkness, he saw a tiny Hydra's back. He tried to,
The weight of the Hydra's back.
he tried to reach it, and when he finally got up on it, he was human again, holding Aqua in an embrace. Ventus quickly let her go in disgust, and together with Zigbar and Isa, they made their escape. But before soon, they were back to defeat Squall and save Roxas, so that Ventus could finally confess his love and for him, and they could again walk together once they got back home. That kind of sucks. With the power of the watch, spleen, and baseball caps, they finally beat Squall. In a last attempt to save himself, Squall opened the door to Kingdom Football, the football of all footballs, which he thought would fill him with the power of glass. But instead, he was bathed in Hydra's backs.
Oh my god. So many Hydra's backs.
Why?
It was like
How did you even write this without cracking up?
must have been squashed.
Just drop it back.
Okay.
Just get up on the Hydra's back and you'll see what
Okay, so Ventus, Zigbar, and Isa hurried to close the door. Roxas was on the other side, but he helped them close it. When it seemed like they weren't gonna make it, Queen Namine appeared on the other side and helped them seal the door. Yay, Namine! Roxas said his goodbye behind the shutting doors, telling his last words to Ventus: "Take care of Giraffe." Ventus. Okay, remember the very first one? It was Shion dying, Roxas holding her. It was actually, I think, who was the main character? Was it Vivi? Well, Vivi was the leader of Organization 13. Who was holding who? Someone. Oh, Squall. No, Squall was act. I don't even remember. But basically, the quote was "Set Kingdom Hearts free," and someone said "Set Goofy free." No one remembers that. No. Okay.
With that in mind, he would be freed. He would get no clue of what it is.
So take care of Giraffe. Ventus, in tears, nodded and sealed the door with his watch. The world started falling apart, but not before Ventus met Aqua. A crack appeared between them, and they started to drift apart. Aqua held to Ventus's liver and asked Ventus to promise they would come back to him, and they would dance together again. Ventus shouted, "I promise!" and they got separated. Ventus, Zigbar, and Isa ended up in a field of crows. That must have hurt. They started traveling again, ready for another adventure. Zigbar and Isa were sad that they had to let Queen Namine go, but Ventus was snickering to himself. "I'm gonna look for Roxas and finally cuddle with him when I find him," he thought. Aqua can wait, but asshole.
Oh my god. Okay.
It was a
That is awesome.
So officially shipping Roxas.
So worth it.
A new
Oh my
shipping
God.
has appeared.
I think I'm gonna put up like a competition. I'm gonna give away something to whoever can make some good fun art of this, because seriously.
Post that and someone needs to make a comic. Please, somebody do it, please.
Yeah, I'll pay that person. So, yeah, so thanks. So that's the end of our podcast. Oh, and we are officially, right now at this moment, we are at 12,399 likes. Whoa.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, and you know what? It's really you guys, and we keep doing things for you, and then we get so many other supporters. It's just awesome. So thanks a lot, guys, for supporting the page. Thanks a lot for coming. It was so awesome having you, and I'm sorry for starting out late, but I think it was pretty interesting. What do you think?
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah, except for Mark, who fell asleep.
Really
But then again,
It's fun.
Yeah, but then again, it's like 2 a.m. we're eating, so.
This is just awesome.
Almost 3
Yeah,
a.m.
so we admins would like to, so admin Riku and Kari and Vanitas and I would like to thank you for attending this podcast. We hope that you had fun. I am reading off a script right now. Okay, but no, seriously, we hope you had fun, and don't forget to tune in to the next podcast, which is like tomorrow. But you can't really tune in unless you're in it. But yeah, I expect to see you guys soon. This one will be uploaded on the YouTube channel, so do subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much. So thanks again for coming, and bye
Thanks
for
for having
now.
us, Aqua. Take care.
It's not just me, it's everyone. So no, Aqua, Kyrie,
Yep.
Vanitas, Riku.
All of y'all, thank you.
Goodbye.
See you
for
later.
having
It
us.
was an honor.
Bye.
Goodbye, senpai.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
Get up on the Hydra's back, and you'll see.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
And you'll see.